Hi, my name's Tanil and this is a video performed on the 22nd of October 2021. Okay, Cathy, how are you going today?
How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you. So thanks for coming in, Cathy, today. So we are here to finally deliver a session. So I know we've been in chats for a while now, going through our pre-exercise screening and our referrals back and forth regarding your calf. So I'm pleased to let you know that the physio has been in touch with me, so we do have some recommendations on some certain exercises to perform, but basically we're good to go to start our program. So what I'll do, I just have the email letter referral here from the physio, so I'll just run you through basically what the physio has let me know. So they've basically just so they found that you do have obviously a mild strain in your right calf. So because of that, what they've sort of recommended is that we do keep our single leg impact low for the first few weeks, okay? So what we do need to do is we need to start each of our session with a slow walk. We're then going to increase our walk. So we're going to start with just a standard walk on the treadmill. We're then going to increase our pace and increase our stride, okay? So that's just going to be to warm up and get some blood flowing through that area and just increase sort of the range of motion and the movement through that space, okay? We're going to do a mix of different step-up work today, so that's been programmed in for you. We're going to be doing a lot of single leg work and as well as performing some regular routine stretching, okay? So all of these recommendations and things that have been suggested from the physio, I'll monitor and I'll kind of let you know what we need to do as we go. And then the final thing that has been recommended is that we do perform a single leg balance test at the beginning of our session as well as at the end of our session, okay? So again, it's all been written in here, so it's really straightforward for us to follow on our whiteboard. I'll monitor and track everything for you today, okay? So super simple, okay? What we'll do, we'll jump straight into our workout today. So we've got our three components. So we have our warm-up, we have our exercise, like our actual workout, and then we have our cool-down component as well, okay? So I'll run through what our exact workout's going to contain, and we'll go through and demonstrate a few of those things together, and then we'll jump into the warm-up, okay? So with your workout today, it is structured in a superset style. So supersetting is basically you've got exercise 1, exercise 2. We're going to perform our reps of exercise 1 straight into exercise 2, okay? We won't have any break between those two, but we'll then have a break after those before we move on, okay? So that's the way your supersetting will work. We do have 3 supersets in total today, and then we do have one power press to finish off, okay? In between each of our supersets is when we will focus on doing that quick 5 to 10 second stretch on our calves, okay? So what we'll do to begin, I will get some equipment and things out and I'll kind of demonstrate a couple of reps of each exercise before we go. As we get to the workout, we can go through it again, so don't worry about having to remember everything too much, okay? So our first superset is going to be a single leg kettlebell Romanian deadlift, so like a stiff-legged deadlift for our hamstrings, and it's then going to be some box step-ups, okay? So I'll grab our kettlebell. We've got our boxes here behind. So the way that these will work is basically you want to pick your kettlebell up. We then want to have a slight break at the hips and obviously have a bit of like bend in our knees so we don't have too much tension. We're then just going to bring one leg back slightly and we're just going to come down, okay? And then coming straight back up again. So the focus is to obviously keep that leg off the ground. Yes, you can use it for a bit of balance, but the idea is to be working on that single leg, coming down, and having that stretch through the back and coming straight back up again, okay? And then swapping over, okay? So same thing, having that bit of a bend so you're not having too much tension, coming straight down, feeling the stretch through the back and coming up again, okay? And then from there we'll go straight, so we'll do 8 on either side and then we'll jump straight into our box step ups as well, okay? So stepping up, stepping back down. The last leg that comes down is the first leg that goes back up again, okay? All right, and back up for the 12. Okay, so that'll be your first superset. So it'll be 8, 8 straight into the 12. Then we'll have a break. Okay. For our second set, what we're going to do is some single leg chair squats or box squats. So we'll just use our box here. So it'll basically just be your single leg. So we'll obviously put all of our weight onto our single leg. We're going to sit down, and then we're going to stand back up again. Okay, so coming down, touching that bum to the box, and coming back up. All right, and then into our other side. Okay, obviously you might feel a bit wobbly there, so just focusing on using those quads to get through those ones. So same thing, 8 on either side, and then 12 of our box side step ups. Okay, so the way that they'll work, we'll stand side onto our box. So we're going to step up, we're going to come across, and then we're going to step down on this side, okay? So that we're using both legs. So coming up, stepping across, and down, up, stepping across, and down. Okay, so that one can be a little bit technical, it's a bit tricky there, so that'll be for the 12, okay? So 8, 8 and 12 again, and then that quick break in between. Your last superset's going to be your barbell shoulder press, and then a kettlebell bent over single arm row, okay? So we've got our bar here, so we're going to come up, have our bar straight across, and then assist our shoulder press, okay? So it is just our strict press, so no movement from the leg, so we're just going to use that drive straight up, and straight back down again. Okay, straight up, straight back down again. So focusing on keeping your back nice and straight. We don't want to be too pushed through or anything funny there, okay? So I'll sort of cue you as we need to, okay? And then from there we have our bent over row with our kettlebell. So we're just going to have our kettlebell in front. So we're going to come down, we're going to have a bend at the hips, we're going to have a straight back, we're going to pick up our kettlebell, and we're going to row that straight up to our chest, okay? And back down again. All right, so focusing on having just that nice engagement through the back there, swapping over, so nice and straight here, and then that squeeze at the top, okay? Squeeze at the top. All right, and then the last exercise will be our single leg power press. So we'll just come to our cable machine. Okay, perfect. So we're at our cable machine. So the way this one will work is there's obviously going to be a bit of tension and a bit of resistance, okay? So obviously what we need to do is we need to grab for the cable. So we need to bring that cable across. We need to have it here nice and tight, close to the body. And then from there, we need to stand onto our one leg and we need to press forward, okay? You'll feel straight away that there is a lot of tension here. So you want to be careful that you don't get pulled across. We don't want to lose our balance, okay? So single leg, straight across, and then we'll swap sides, okay? All right, so that'll be our workout for today. Do you have any questions about that directly before we sort of start? Perfect. I'll demonstrate as we need to as we go, okay? All right, so for our warm-up, what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to begin with our single leg balance test. So it is called the stalk test, okay? So it's really simple to perform. So the way it'll work is basically it's like a time test as well, okay? So I'm obviously going to time you at the beginning, time you at the end. So the idea is to obviously stand on your two legs, stand nice and tall, so just have a comfortable sort of position. We then want to obviously bring one of our legs up to a comfortable position that we can and just maintain that balance, okay, for as long as we can. And then once we're finished, we'll come up to the other side as well, okay? So that's what we'll start off with. We'll then jump into our treadmill walk. So as I said, we'll start at a steady pace and then we'll increase as we go, and we'll increase that stride just to lengthen and stretchen things out, just to increase that range of motion, okay? And then we'll head out and we'll do 2 rounds of our world's greatest stretch, our inchworms, our leg swings, our arm swings, and a plank. So we'll perform that together. So, all right, so we'll start off with our single leg balance test. So if you want to, what I'll do, I'll get my timer ready. Okay, so when you're ready, do you feel confident in able to do that? Do you feel like you would need any assistance or anything? So you're confident in performing that? Yep. So, all right, when you're ready, it is our right side that we do have our straighten in. So we'll start on our right side, okay? So we'll use our right leg, keeping it down. When you're ready, perfect, and I'll start our stopwatch. Okay, perfect. Are you feeling okay? No strains or tension through that calf muscle? No. Okay. All right. All right, we're at 30 seconds. All right, perfect. So we'll see if we can hit our 60 seconds. So we're close, we're not far off. Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so we hit 40 seconds, okay? I'll jot that one down. Awesome, 40 seconds, that's fantastic. Okay, so we'll now perform it on the other leg, okay? So, coming up, awesome, and when you're ready. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Feeling any strain or tension or any funny as you're holding that leg up? No. Okay, we're at 30 seconds. 35 seconds. Perfect. Oh, 40 seconds. Okay, fantastic. So we've hit our 40 seconds on both sides. So I'll jot that down. So what we'll do is obviously we'll perform it again at the end and see if we can match. Okay, so let's jump out. We're going to go onto our treadmill. So we're going to, we'll just jump over here onto our treadmill. So as I said, we're just going to start on our treadmill with a slow pace. Okay. And we're just going to do that for say 30 seconds or so at that slower pace. And then I'll just slowly increase. So we'll just turn it up a little bit. So we'll just go that little bit faster on the treadmill. Now we just want to increase that stride. So just taking those slightly longer steps. Perfect. And we'll just go through this for 2 minutes. So just a 2-minute walk. Awesome at that faster pace. And those longer strides, perfect. So you start to feel a bit of a sort of a stretch sort of through the back of your calf. Yep. All right, 2 minutes, perfect. Okay. So is your heart rate up a little bit after that walk?
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go through 2 rounds of this. We're going to jump into our world's greatest stretch. Okay, so I'll show you how to jump into one of those. We're just going to come down into a lunge. We're going to come down to the ground, and we're then just going to come up into our position. So the leg that our leg is down, we're going to come up, and we're going to feel that stretch through, okay? And then back down again, okay? And then up. You should feel a bit of a stretch through here and a bit of a stretch through the back, okay? So if you want to jump down and just perform 5 of those. Yep, brilliant. Awesome. Can you feel that stretch through the front, sort of opening your chest and things up?
Yep.
Good stuff. Okay, yep, down into that lunge. Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. 4, and our last one. Brilliant. We're going to jump into our inchworms, okay? So inchworms is going to be just to warm up those hamstrings. So we're just going to come down and we're just going to walk those ones out, okay? And then walking it back up to whatever sort of position's comfortable for you. You should feel that bit of the tension through the hamstrings. So we'll just perform 5 of those. Do you have any discomfort in your calf when performing that?
No.
Okay. Awesome, that's rep number 4. We'll do one more. Brilliant. Okay, and your 5th rep. Brilliant. Okay, we're now going to jump into some leg swings. So we'll do 10 each side. So they're super simple. So it's just your leg swings like this. Obviously, it does require a little bit of balance. So if you need to hold on to anything, just to kind of loosen through the hips and open things up. Perfect, that's 10. And we'll go 10 on the other side. Awesome, 10. Brilliant. Now we'll go through our 10 arm swings. So we're just going to have our arms swinging through. Perfect. Just performing 10 of those. Brilliant. Okay, and then our last move, we're going to jump down into a plank position, okay? So we're going to plank down onto our forearms, and then we're going to engage that core. So if you want to jump down into that position, brilliant. Yep, perfect, having that straight spine. And we're just going to perform 30 seconds of that. Is that feeling okay?
Yep.
All right, 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, well done. Okay, so we're going to perform a second round of that one today, okay? Perfect. All right, Cathy, so we've gone through our 2 rounds of our warm-up. You're feeling good? You're feeling warm? Yep. Your temperature's up a little bit and your heart's sort of racing a bit more. So we'll jump straight into our workout. So just a very, very quick recap of our first set. Our single leg kettlebell deadlift, so that's for your hamstrings, and then our box step ups, okay? So did you want me to, we'll get this one ready to go here. So I'll just demo again one very quick rep. So your single leg, So you want to pick it up and then just coming down. Okay?
Yep.
So if you do need to balance that leg at the back, that is okay. All right, so we'll perform 8 on each side. And then from there, we'll jump straight into our 12 reps on our box. Perfect. Just let me know if you do feel any tension or anything sort of not quite right in that calf. Fantastic. Brilliant, and there we go, 8 reps, and we'll swap over to our other side. Can you feel those hamstrings working?
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. So just touching that one close to the ground. Brilliant. Fantastic. Awesome. Brilliant, and our last one. Fantastic. Okay, so straight into our step up. So we've got 12 in total. Awesome. So coming up, yep, and then the last leg that comes down is it, yeah, brilliant, leg that goes back up. Fantastic. So that's 12 in total. Brilliant. Fantastic. Good stuff. Yep, awesome, that's 12. Fantastic. Okay, so for now we're going to have our quick break. So we're going to perform our calf stretch. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to come up to our box. We're just going to pop our right side first, and we're just going to, yep, stretch that calf out. So we're just going to do 10 seconds on both sides. Perfect, there's your 10 seconds. We'll swap that one over. Perfect, and 10 seconds. Okay, next superset, we have our single-legged squat onto our box and then our side step-ups, okay? So pretty simple for this one. Yep, fantastic. So I'm balancing on your one leg and coming down to your squat. So we're going to perform 8. So that's 1. So to slow those ones down, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last rep. Awesome, and swapping over. So can you feel that sort of through the quad? Awesome. 2, 3. Just slow those down a little bit for me. 4. Awesome. 6, 7, and last one. Fantastic. And then our side box step overs. So perfect. So the starting side onto the box and then coming up. Yep, then that back leg steps over and down. Perfect. So that's 1. Perfect. Takes a bit of coordination, doesn't it? There we go, that's halfway. Fantastic. And last rep back over. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, so straight back into our 10 seconds for our stretch. Fantastic, and stretching to our other side. Perfect. Grab a drink if you need one. We'll have a bit of a break. The next one we're going to jump into for our superset is going to be our barbell shoulder press and then our kettlebell bent over row. Okay, so we'll get our barbell ready just here. So no rush, whenever you're ready, you can pick that barbell up. So keeping it nice, yeah, perfect, nice and close to the body, awesome, across, and stretching straight up. So we've got our 12, pressing straight into those 12 reps. Perfect, and just keeping that core engaged a little bit so we're not having any sort of bending. 5, 6, we're halfway. Two more reps. Perfect, and 12, fantastic. So we'll pop that bar down to the ground and then jumping into our bent over single arm row. So we're gonna do 8 on each side for these, okay? Perfect, so just, yep, perfect, and then feel that tight, that bit of a squeeze at the top. Fantastic. That's 4, halfway. 6, 7, and 8, fantastic. Brilliant. Halfway, 4. Last rep, and 8. Brilliant. Okay, we'll stretch the calf out one more time. I know we didn't do any leg exercises, but just one last 10 seconds on each side. And then we'll jump into our final exercise for the session. Perfect. 10 seconds on the other side for me. Brilliant. All right, okay, so our last one is going to be that pelvic press, okay? So this is the one that is going to require a little bit okay, so if you want to hold on to, so we're over here at our cable machine. So what we have, as I said, it's going to require a lot of engagement here and obviously balance. So again, I'll just demonstrate that one for you. So we're going to pull our cable across close to our chest. We're going to keep it nice and close. We're going to then balance on our one leg and we're then going to press straight out, okay? So you'll notice that you'll want to kind of bend in a little bit, so just keeping engaged and obviously having that very flat foot. And we're going to perform, we're going to do a total of 10 on each side, okay? So if you want to jump over to the cable, perfect. So keeping it, yep, pulling it nice and close to the chest, brilliant. And then on that single leg, and then performing the 10 press. Good stuff. Seven. Perfect, now last one, 10. Fantastic. We'll swap over sides on the cable machine. Okay, keeping it close, perfect. Eight. And 10. Awesome, perfect, good stuff. We'll give a stretch again. Oh, you know what? What we'll do, we'll just jump straight into our cool down. So for our cool down, we're going to perform our stalk test straight away before we begin any of our stretching. So obviously we hit 40 seconds either side both times. So obviously we'll see if we can match that or get as close as we can. Okay, so starting on our right side, and when you're ready, perfect. Okay. Is that one feeling okay? You're feeling sort of much of a difference?
That's fine.
Yep, good. Okay. We're at 20 seconds. We're at 30 seconds. Good stuff. See if we can hit that 40. 35. Perfect, and 40 seconds. Oh, well done. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we'll see if we can match our 40 seconds on the other side. Okay, so perfect. We're halfway, we're at 20 seconds. Try and bring that leg in again close if you can, yep. We're at 30 seconds. 35. Perfect. Okay, awesome. No, that's fantastic that we still managed to hit our 40 seconds on both sides, so that's fantastic. So what we'll do now is we'll jump into a cool down. So we're just going to do a handful of stretches, okay? So we'll just do a full body stretch. We're going to jump straight into a hamstring stretch. So we'll just stay standing and we'll just sort of pop our leg out and just feel a bit of tension. Yep, perfect in the back of that hamstring. Awesome. We'll just hit 30 seconds on each side. All right, 25 seconds. And 30, perfect, and 30 seconds on the other side. Perfect, and that's feeling okay through the calf as well?
Yep.
Awesome, 30 seconds. We'll jump into a quad stretch, so we'll just stay standing. We're just going to pop our heel basically up to our bum. Perfect, yep, and then just keeping that, pop your sort of knees as close as you can, get in comfy position. There you go, and then you'll feel a stretch through the front. Okay, 30 seconds, well done. Onto the other side. Good stuff. Awesome. Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to jump into a calf stretch. So we're going to do similar to what we've done. So obviously up against, and we're just going to focus on doing 30 seconds. So just get that foot up, yep, and just feel that stretch through the back. So we don't want to strain it or stretch too much, just a comfortable amount. Awesome, that's your 30 seconds, and we'll jump onto the other side now. Do you have any questions about your session?
No.
No? Awesome. Okay, and then we'll do a cross body shoulder stretch. So we'll just come across, perfect. All right, 30 seconds, moving on to the other side for me. Brilliant. Okay, now final stretch is going to be for our chest. So we're just going to stay standing. We're just going to pop our hands into lock at the back. And we're just going to push through that chest a little bit. So you'll just feel some tension through the front. Okay. All right, and that's your 30 seconds. All right, fantastic. Did you have any, you've got no questions, happy with that, feeling okay? If you've got any questions or concerns about your calf, if you do notice a bit of a flare-up or any issues or anything, just definitely let me know, and we can monitor things over the next few days. Okay, brilliant. Thanks so much, Cathy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.